Good morning, Tejasvi. You are from Vijaya College? Tejasvi Garu, Prasad Garu, can you please introduce yourself? You are from Vijaya College or which college?
Vijaya College, sir.
Okay.
Good morning, sir. I'm from Vijaya College. I'm Mrs. V. Tejasvi as an NSS coordinator from this college.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Other members are from, can you please introduce yourself? Kallu Kalyani Garu, Prasad Garu.
Good morning, sir. Just now I joined. What can I share? Hello.
Yes. Kalyani Garu, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm from TKR College of Pharmacy. Actually, today I didn't went the college due to health issue. I sent that link. The second year students will join the meeting. I'm the NSS PO from TKR College of Pharmacy.
Okay, man. I think you were trying to join from last few days. I was
Yeah.
told that you are in class. You have a class at that time. So
Yeah.
finally, you could make it.
Actually, last time I joined last Monday or Tuesday. I
Okay.
spoke also.
Acha.
Okay.
Yeah,
But,
she was there. She was there. She
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
there. Students. Student was in.
Students will join.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Expected to, should we wait for some time till they join or should we start?
I will confirm, sir. Just give you a minute. I call to the class in charge for the second year.
Yes. Meanwhile, Dr. Nirmala Rangu, please introduce yourself. Dr. Nirmala Garu. Uma, I think we can just start introduction. You can.
No, she said she is going to just confirm. No? The students are going to join.
Okay.
Just wait for another just 2 minutes. So that
Yes.
once she calls back, then we can just.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning, sir. This is Dr. Rangu Nirmala from Surabhi Pharmacy College.
Okay.
Yeah, just now I have just now I received this meeting from the principal, sir.
Okay.
I have forwarded to the students. Can we wait for just 2 minutes, sir, so that students will also join?
Yes.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Pratishtha Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Good morning, sir. Welcome. May you please introduce yourself? You are on mute, sir. You're not audible.
Good morning, madam. This is Dr. Vayan Kumar from Pratishtha Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, director of this college, madam.
Hearty welcome, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Uma, I think we can start now.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. My name is Uma Gupta. It gives me great pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Mr. J. Nishant Reddy, holds the master's degree in nuclear engineering from University of Michigan, USA. He is a director of Nucleonics, a technology company engaged in solutions for our national security. He is a founder and a managing director of the trustee Dharma Seva charitable organization founded in 2006. He is in charge of natural lifestyles in Telangana. He is driven by strong values, passion to serve, practices Vipassana, yoga, natural lifestyle, and martial arts. Thank you to all the participants. So kindly take over.
Thank you for the introduction, Uma. So on behalf of Dharma Seva, charitable organization, I would like to welcome all the participants who are the gurus, teachers from various educational institutions, as well as the youth members. A very warm welcome. So today's meeting, I must say, is we are here to discuss the roadmap for one of the most burning issues of society at this point of time, the issue of drug abuse. So before we get into the subject, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our great leaders, the gurus of the time of independence, because of whose sacrifices and guidance, and also thankfulness to all the youth leaders of the time, at the time of independence, because of whose selflessness and revolt, today we are able to stay in such a free, our nation is free. We are able to experience the freedom. We also should remember that we have fought against the most ruthless and weaponized nation at that time, based on the fundamental principles of Dharma. So I believe that these are all the important aspects which we have to think about when we are looking at the modern day challenges also. We also should not forget that today we are the fastest growing economy in the world. Once again, by the guidance of our parents and the gurus and hard work of the youth members over the last several decades. So the analogy has to be applied to the current day's problems also. So at this point, I would like to share my slides. Are you able to see the slides?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So today, on the upcoming occasion of 26 June, International Day Against Drug Abuse, we believe that we should take an opportunity for all of us to come together to be able to jumpstart on this issue of drug abuse and find solutions. So this meeting, what we are going to have is like a preparatory meeting where I'm going to present a roadmap, and then we all will have a discussion and you all will make suggestions and arrive at a common roadmap and vision for addressing this kind of issues. We should remember that unification of all the stakeholders is the very first foremost step for achieving this solution. So in that, if you can see the slide, I mentioned the youth leaders in the first, followed by educational institutions, then the Higher Education Council, then the Legal Service Authority, police, excise, civil society organizations like us, media, parents, industry. So we are all there to support the youth leaders, but we want that you come to the forefront. So let us move on now to the subject. I request all of you to mute yourself, please. A little bit about our our NGO Dharma Seva. So this is the 18th year of selfless service in the areas of youth empowerment and environment. And I must say that we have been very successful in bringing together all the stakeholders on this kind of an issue. It all started in 2015 when one of my close people, some of my close people got addicted to this, to drugs and intoxicants. And I lost some of them, and some of them are still not able to come out of the issue. It made me think and research, and I found that it was widely prevalent even in 2015. And we filed a complaint in Lokayukta. And after 6 years of persuasion, in 2021, we received a judgment in our favor, directing the state government to take stringent measures on this subject, following which there were many crackdowns conducted, and then there were also wide, extensive awareness programs conducted, especially by the police department. And even today, we see that a new department has been created, Telangana State Anti-Narcotics Bureau, which is now very actively pursuing this issue. The other important achievement, as I already mentioned, is unification of stakeholders. So this is an issue of society. So it's not one man's or one organization's issue, or it is not just the police issue related to the police. It is related to all of us. All of us will be affected in some way or the other, directly or indirectly. Drug-related crimes have increased tremendously, as you're all aware. So the unification of all the stakeholders is a very important aspect, which we are, I must say, successful in that. We have evolved a concept called Project Dheerah. We'll look at it in detail, and also developed an app for the same, for bringing all the stakeholders together. That was about Dharma Seva. And personally, I am a practitioner of Vipassana meditation, yoga, natural lifestyle, and I'm a brown belt in martial arts, and are strongly driven by values. So these all helped me realize that this can be these are part of the solution for empowerment. So looking at the vision and roadmap to eradicate societal evils. So the very first step to achieve solution to any problem is to have a roadmap for that, the roadmap to the solution. So here, we are not talking of just the drug abuse issue. There are many other issues. We'll look at them in detail. We have to first understand what are the issues. So here, if you see on this slide on the leftmost column, we have cybercrime, crime rates against women and children, climate change and global warming, and related environmental issues, happiness index, mental health, mental illness and depression. So all these, if you see, we are ranked very poorly in all these areas globally. The corruption index, we are ranked very poor. The drug and intoxicants abuse. So if you see the drug issue, 7% of the Indian population is addicted to various types of drugs as per the Ministry of Social Justice. And this report is 2018 report. So now we are in 2024. I'm sure it would have caused maybe 12% or more. And then we are also looking at other types of addictions like the smartphone and social media addiction, addiction to gambling, online gambling, games, that is, I'm talking of video games. So like that, and food addiction, so various types of addictions, and pandemic deaths. We were the second highest, we had second highest number of deaths, which is a reflection of our lack of immunity and unhealthy lifestyle. There are other issues like pendency of court cases, then cash for vote, inequality. So there are so many social issues that are major challenges, and all challenges affect the youth in some way or the other. And we must also recognize the fact that the root of the problem goes back to the impact of the foreign rule and the culture of the West in the last few decades. The entire holistic education system, which was there before the foreign rule, was destroyed. And our culture values have been destroyed. Our organic and environmental friendly way of living and farming have been replaced by chemical farming methods or natural lifestyle methods. And traditional medicine has been replaced by modern medicine, and dependency on every small illness for on tablets and medicines. So all this has come, there's a history to all this problem, which we must recognize. In fact, the history itself is distorted, what we read in the books. The real freedom fighters, there's so much of bad things that has happened, which we all must be aware of. And as youth, understand and feel for all this. See, the reason is, if we are not even aware, then we are in the dark. So we have to be aware, and we should in some way act upon it in our let's say, when we are setting our goals, the purpose of life. The purpose of life should be more holistic, not just about the profession, but also about what's happening around us, because that is going to impact us in some way. Okay, so coming back to the roadmap. So the very first step was to recognize the societal evils we are facing today, be aware of them, feel for them, and act in whatever way we can. The second important aspect was that we discussed is unification of stakeholders. So all sections of society should come together, and we're all looking up to the youth to lead this initiative. So what we have done in the last few years is unification of stakeholders. You can see various programs that we did. This was with the High Court. You can see the pictures. And this is with the Legal Service Authority, State Council of Higher Education, and Excise Department, Anti-Narcotics, Chief Minister's Office, then Rajkonda Police Commissionerate. And this is with the youth. This was a recent rally in Shadnagar. Then again with the youth, this is oath taking and human chain formation. This is Commissioner of Police Hyderabad and DIG CID. And then this is with the City Civil Court. Last year, we did signature campaign. Then this is one of the degree colleges, government degree colleges in Shadnagar. Then this is farmers at Islampur. Then the Legal Service Authority. So like that, if you see, we have done programs involving, engaging all the stakeholders and collectively trying to come up with solution for the societal problems. If there is no unity, there is no solution. Then coming to the solution itself. So now specifically, if we are talking about addressing these issues, two parts to the solution. One is we should be aware and we should be holistically empowering, strengthening ourselves. And the other part is to support the law enforcement system in strengthening the law enforcement system and influencing the policy makers. Okay, there are two parts to this. So let us look at both these in a little detail. So when we are saying holistic empowerment, let us first define what is empowerment. Empowerment is to strengthen ourselves in positive ways, in sustainable ways. So let's say we like chocolate. Okay. So when we are eating a chocolate, we feel momentarily, we feel good. But it's only momentary. After some time again, we feel like eating another chocolate. And it is affecting our health in a negative way. So that is not empowerment. Let us take another example. If we are helping our friend, okay, the friend is feeling good after we help, and then we are feeling good in the process, and that feeling remains over a period of time. It is sustainable. And because of that, our mental health is improving because we have helped somebody, right? So this is an example of empowerment. So there are various aspects that we have identified for holistically empowering ourselves. So when we are empowering ourselves, we are strong. We are strong to face the strong enough to face the ups and downs of life. Okay, we are okay, and everybody is okay when there's no problem. But when there's a problem, we have to still be okay and face it with a smile. So that is what is the meaning of holistic empowerment. So let us look at the various ways in which we can holistically empower ourselves and our other people around us. The way first and foremost is the value system. So if we don't have values, then we cannot expect to be empowered. The very first value is oneness. So when we are feeling oneness, I'll give you an example for this oneness. A mother, when the child is in the womb, she feels oneness with the child that is being developed in the womb. Even after the child is born, still mother feels oneness with the child, and that's how she's able to love the child unconditionally. So this is oneness. Okay. So when a person is feeling oneness with a few people around them, so that that person is able to love all those people. If the person is able to feel oneness with an entire nation, like our freedom fighters, they have been able to love an entire nation. They've been able to sacrifice the development of qualities of love, compassion, empathy, selflessness, sacrifice, all develop when one feels oneness. So this is the fundamental principles of Dharma. Okay, oneness. So we should all feel oneness with everything around and even Mother Nature. The second important aspect is divinity. We should recognize that every person is divine. There's godliness in every person. However bad the person may be, there is something good also in that person, and we have to recognize that. And that generates respect in us for everybody, gratitude whenever we are helped by somebody, and that leads to egolessness. Our own ego will melt. So these two fundamental values, oneness and divinity in everyone, including us, this will take us a long, long way. We have to believe in these values. But how do we imbibe these values? Just by memorizing these values, we won't get these values, right? With practice, with practical situations, when we are in practical situations, only then we develop these values by experience. So awareness and sensitization. So the rallies, the anti-drugs rallies, what we are proposing to do are precisely going to put us in this situation where we'll have an opportunity to develop these values. When we are going in a rally with all your friends and unknown people, they may be from any caste, any religion, any economic status, any color, any gender, but we are all going together for a common cause, right? So we are experiencing oneness there for a cause, for a common cause. So that's why we are proposing a rally. So awareness and sensitization will happen when we are together and we go out or on the streets and we experience that in reality, what is happening. When you're in classrooms, we can't have that opportunity to experience and get sensitized. Okay, so this is awareness and sensitization. Then selfless service. So why are we getting out on the streets? We are getting out on the streets not for our own purpose, but for a purpose of society. So there is selflessness. We are going out for our nation. We are going out for our society. So selflessness through experience is the value we are learning there. So these three aspects are very, very key to achieving a solution for the problems. Now let us look at other important ways of strengthening ourselves, empowering ourselves. Meditation. So when we are saying meditation, meditation is one of the most ancient techniques that is being practiced in this nation. We have gifted this technique to the world. Let us just hear our CID DIG Mahesh Bhagwat ji what he has to say about Vipassana meditation.
Our Dharma Seva organization, they were talking about the Dheerah app, as well as he mentioned about Vipassana. Vipassana is the gift of India to the world. It started during the Buddha's period, and then S.N. Goenkaji brought from Myanmar to India. In Igatpuri,
So you see that he says it is a gift of India to the world. This is a letter on the left-hand side. You see a letter by our Prime Minister which says that Vipassana, even after 2,500 years, after Gautama the Buddha got it and gifted it to us, still it is the most relevant technique to practice. The latest renowned historian, Yuval Noah Harari from Israel, is very popular. He says that I would not have achieved what I have achieved without Vipassana. And on the bottom right, you see one of a very respected lady, Pratiksha, who has come forward to give a video of hers to all the youth members. She was addicted to drugs, and she, using the technique of Vipassana, has come out of her addictions. Just hear her.
My name is Pratiksha Moon, and I am from a very small and remote village in Maharashtra. During my engineering, I became drug addict, and I dropped out my engineering. Same time, my family also abandoned me, and everything was completely spoiled, like everything was destroyed. But by the grace of God, I have found Vipassana meditation, and with the help of Vipassana meditation, I quit all the addictions. Now I am trying to help those who are struggling to come out of their addictions, and everything is completely
about Pratiksha's experience of Vipassana. It's not necessary that only those who are addicted or are having cravings have to do Vipassana. It is for everybody. You are a good person, you will become a better person. Okay? It's a part and parcel of our life, like brushing your teeth. So it builds mental health, strength, balance, positivity. Natural lifestyle is another very important pillar for empowerment. Let's see what natural lifestyle is. Every being, every living being is a gift of Mother Nature, and we are all gifted ways of living naturally and healing ourselves naturally without medicine. Okay. Humans have evolved over the last few centuries, and for putting ourselves in comfort zone, we have started taking medicines to heal ourselves. Natural lifestyle is a technique which teaches us to live without taking medicine and even to heal in case we are falling sick. I am one of the guys, along with many other natural lifestyle practitioners, who have healed ourselves of even COVID without medicine. So it is not a magic, it is what nature has taught us. So there are some very basic aspects of natural lifestyle which every person should understand and practice. And based on these practices, you will either not fall sick. I'm talking of chronic illnesses like BP, diabetes, arthritis, heart problems, constipation, all these are chronic conditions. So you will never get those chronic conditions. And whenever you fall sick due to fever and other types of illnesses, that is a cleansing effect. We should let that happen and we are cleansed. So that is what is natural lifestyle is about. And some very basic fundamentals like eating a very light last meal before sunset, going early to bed by 9:30 or 10 o'clock, enjoying a good quality sleep, early to rise, daily intermittent fasting, like eating in an 8-hour window and fasting in the rest of the 16 hours window, effective elimination of stool, that is motions, then sunbath, pranayama, and eating fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds in raw form. These are the very basic things. If we do this, we are not going to get any chronic illness. Trust me on that. I am the in charge of natural lifestyle in Telangana. And we have healed, reversed many people with all these medical conditions of BP, diabetes, constipation, thyroid, and so many autoimmune conditions, reduced cholesterol levels, and so on. So many things. Every year we do 2 Navaratri fasting programs. where all this happens. So please make a note of this. We should not be falling in the, we should not take medicine unnecessarily unless it's an emergency. We should heal ourselves. That should be the goal. We should have so much immunity to face any illness. So this is one of the empowerment aspects. A person following natural lifestyle will feel good naturally. Okay, they will not be depressed, or their mental strength also will improve. Then physical activities. Now let's look at the leftmost part of the screen. So there is yoga, strength training, martial arts, sports. Our bodies are designed to move. They are not designed to sit like a couch potato. Okay, so if you are sitting like a couch potato, we are going to become unhealthy. So any physical activity that you love to do, you choose. Okay, so there are so many choices, so many types of sports, so many the types of yoga asanas. The strength training is there. You can go to the gym. Martial arts and self-defense is there. So I'll just show you one or two videos on that.
Intensity of martial arts brings out the feelings of power, courage, protectiveness, and a positive high. How can a person practicing strength training feel low or depressed? Is it even possible?
So that's one of the videos of martial arts. Now you can see punching and
Regular practice of punching or body conditioning breaks the pain barrier and makes the body like a rock.
that was about punching and body conditioning. So if you look at all these different aspects, we see that the physical activity is an essential part of holistic empowerment. Similarly, other aspects like life skills development. See, we are all social beings, so relationships is a very important aspect. Especially in college life, we are coming in contact with so many new friends, and managing relationships effectively is an important aspect. Legal awareness is an important aspect. Financial management, healthy food preparation and organic methods of growing vegetables. Similarly, protection skills, self-defense, how to raise voice when something goes wrong, how to complain to authorities, student activism. These are other important aspects. Then the leadership aspects, communication with others, being part of this kind of empowerment activities. So all this is also very important for empowerment. And of course, learning. The learning which is covered in the education institutions, so I'm not touching that. But this is for all those who are not just believing in the learning. Okay, so let us now get back to the roadmap. So we see that the solution to the problem, there are two parts. One part is the holistic empowerment and other is the law enforcement aspects. So we have covered the empowerment aspects. Coming to the law enforcement aspects.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nishant Reddy, can you just pause for 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Somebody is scratching on the slides.
Yeah, we can
Mr.
excuse
Sai,
that,
I think.
Uma, it's okay. We are okay with all that.
It's okay.
If one
And can you please unmute? All the other participants, can you please unmute mute yourself? Thank you.
Yeah, Uma. So it's okay, we'll just keep moving forward.
Thank you, sir.
If one person is scratching on the screen, there are 73 others who are focusing and listening, right? So we are concerned about the rest of the 73. So law enforcement and So when we are talking about the solution of law, the law enforcement agencies who are responsible for keeping us secure. So without security, we cannot be empowered, right? We cannot feel secure in our neighborhood. So today there are many drug crimes happening, accidents, attacks, so many other issues are happening. And within the victim's house, there is literally hell that is happening. So law enforcement plays a very important role in controlling all this. And as citizens, we are supposed to be connected and support the law enforcement agencies. So from that perspective, at a basic level, each of us should be able to know how to go to a police station and make a complaint, how to complain against drugs, right? How to complain if somebody is cutting our trees, doing pollution, how to go to the court, how to get information from a government department. These are all basic skills that all of us have to learn before we graduate, because these are the issues that we are going to face after graduation. Okay, once you are getting a job, so what are the other issues? Okay. Now, coming to expectations from the law enforcement agencies and the judiciary. Today, there are no effective portals that are available for complaint. So we are working on that to make an effective portal where we can complain under anonymity. So without disclosing our identity, we should be able to complain. So we should all demand that, because if your identity is really revealed, then again there's a risk that you can be targeted, right? These are all very sensitive areas. So such issues are there. So we can demand the changes in policies only when there is strength, when we all come together. So let's say if I, as a civil society organization, go and demand from the government or from the law enforcement agencies, you make this policy change, that policy change. Is it going to happen? Only when we are united, when the youth comes forward, when the youth is part of it, when the youth comes on the street and there is strength, only then such policy, we can influence the policymakers. So this is a very important aspect to know why the youth have to be part of this and lead this initiative. Okay, so this is what is about the solution to the problem, the two parts, the holistic empowerment where we strengthen ourselves, and the other part is to strengthen the law enforcement and support them and influence the policymakers. So finally, now what do we want to do now? Okay, we'll discuss that a little bit. So the implementation and way forward. See, sensitization is the foundation for strength, sensitization and awareness. So today, through this webinar, all of us are aware of the problems. We are a little bit sensitized. But when we take the movement to the streets, when we go out on the streets and we say slogans, and when we rally together, and when we form a human chain at a traffic signal and take an oath that we will not take drugs or anything bad, and we'll be there for each other, that is when sensitization happens. So that is why we are proposing 26th June to be the day when we will all education institutions across Telangana, we are appealing to them to come out on the streets, appealing to all the youth to come out on the streets and do slogan shouting, do rallies, do human chain, do oath, take oaths. And those of us who are not able to come out on the streets on that day, within the college, within the school, do competitions like arts competition, elocution competition, essay writing on this subject of drug abuse. So that way, everybody, all education institutions are focusing and sensitizing everybody on that day. So I'll just show you the energy in the last rally that we did in Shadnagar Government Degree College. Just see the energy and also observe the various placards of holistic empowerment that they are displaying. సో డ్రగ్స్ వద్దు, ఆరోగ్యం ముద్దు అని ఎప్పుడైతే మనము గుండెలు చీల్చి అరుస్తామో, when we are shouting at the top of our voice, when we are saying the slogans, then we are directly hitting our subconscious mind. We are telling our subconscious mind and sensitizing ourselves that we will fight for this cause. That's what happens when we do this. And in this slide, you notice
ఎంచుకునే మార్గాలు, మంచి మార్గాలు ఎన్నుకుంటాము. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
So this was about the implementation aspects and the way forward in the immediate future, that is 26th June. But we are not going to stop at that. We are not going to stop on 26th June. It's going to. So how do we sustain this? So we talked about. So holistic empowerment will continue. It is a part and parcel of our life, of our education. This was there in our education system much before independence. So the same thing, we have to bring it back. So daily free Vipassana meditation sessions are already going on. So all of you are welcome to join that. Free yoga classes are going on. You're welcome to join wherever you are in the state. It is free of cost. All you need is a smartphone. Strength training classes already going on. Knowledge on natural lifestyle and staying medicine free. I'm sure you all want to stay medicine free, right? So there's a free consultation. Even if you have any issues like weight issues, or if you want to improve your looks or strength, we offer free consultation. We have guides who can motivate you in sports, then life skill development. And for all this, you'll be given Dheerah points when you're logging in through the app. And we plan to issue certificates which will have weightage for jobs. So tomorrow, because I'm connected to the industry, I'll convince the industry to recognize those who are following holistic empowerment principles, practicing them, to be recognized, given special weightage in jobs. So that's your takeaway from this. And all this is very much in line with the national education policy, which is going to come out in the immediate future, where we are going to have marks for all these aspects. So this is pretty much not something, out of the blue I'm talking. It is pretty much what is a reality in the near future. And this is a daily posting format. We have WhatsApp groups, Dheerah WhatsApp groups for various institutions, which they are already posting on these WhatsApp groups. Our daily habit pattern will be established by posting this simple yes or no to all these questions. This is all it takes for us to understand holistic health. If we follow these basic things, we don't need to know anything more about holistic health. Okay. So with this, I conclude my talk, and I'm looking forward to all the youth members. Please come forward. This is our issue of the present. And without your involvement, without you leading the cause, okay, we are all stakeholders who can support, but you are the ones who will lead. We'll form empowerment committees in all the educational institutions. Let's say there's a yoga committee, there's a sports committee. So there are to be leaders for each of these committees. And you are going to drive and take all your friends along. Pull all your friends into this kind of empowerment committees. And that is the answer to any societal issue. When you all are together and we are supporting you, all the societal issues can be resolved in no time. We don't need anybody. Okay, so thank you very much. Now I open up this discussion. Everybody is welcome to give suggestions, ask questions. Amma, you can take charge.
Thank you, Nishant Reddy sir. It was a wonderful session and eye-opening. So I request all the youngsters who are there on the screen, maybe you are not in, there's no need to feel shy. You can speak in your own mother tongue, whether it can be Telugu or Hindi, English, anything is fine. So, మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే, మీరు ఏమైనా చెప్పాలనుకుంటే, మీరు ఏదైనా చేంజెస్ చేయాలనుకుంటే, because it is just an initiative from our side, but it's all for you, future generations. So, మాకన్నా మీకు ఇంకా బెటర్ ఐడియాస్ కూడా ఉంటుంది, but we want a better society. So, you all can contribute in whichever way you feel it's more better. Share with us, so we will include in our future slides also. So, మీకు ఏమైనా సజెషన్స్ ఇవ్వాలనుకుంటే ఇవ్వచ్చు, మీరు ఏదైనా షేర్ చేయాలనుకుంటే షేర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ప్లీజ్ అన్మ్యూట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్, అన్మ్యూట్ యువర్ వీడియో, అండ్ ప్లీజ్ ఓపెన్లీ షేర్ ఎనీథింగ్, వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ ఫీల్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గుడ్ ఫర్ దిస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. Mr. Venkata Abhinay, he was all through listening very carefully, and yeah, he was opened his video also. So, would you like to share, Mr. Abhinay? Venkata Abhinay. Any suggestions from anybody? అమ్మాయిలైనా పర్వాలేదమ్మా, ఏదైనా షేర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఎస్ మా.
Sir, let us ask this way. మనమందరం ర్యాలీ చేద్దామా? Just give a thumbs up.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
You can type in the chat window or raise your hand.
Yes, you can also put your suggestion in the chat box.
సో మీ కాలేజెస్ లో మీరు లీడ్ తీసుకోండి, మీ టీచర్స్ ని మీరు కన్విన్స్ చేయండి. దీని యొక్క బెనిఫిట్స్ మీరు ఆల్రెడీ మీకు తెలుసు, మీరు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి, కన్విన్స్ చేయండి. అండ్ మీకు కావాల్సిన స్లోగన్స్ కానీ, ప్లకార్డ్స్ డీటెయిల్స్ కానీ, బ్యానర్ డీటెయిల్స్ కానీ, అలాంటివన్నీ మేము వీఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ దేర్ ఫర్ యూ. యూ కెన్ నోట్ ద నంబర్స్ ఆల్సో. I'll share in the chat window the numbers. You can call anytime and then we can give any information what you require.
If you need any help, yeah, if you need any help also, you can just get back to us. There is a Google form also, you can fill that form. There is different services available that you can opt for.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir, once again. I'm Kalyani from TKR College. Actually, if anyone suffer with the drug addiction and drug abuse, neighborhood as well as in anyone, could you help the person?
Sure, ma'am. Sure, definitely.
Okay, most of the suffering actually nowadays, most of the maybe youngsters as well as everyone are suffering with the alcohol or any abuse. So that's why I'm asking if any support from your side. Immediately we will approach your number. We will try.
I've shared one number, chat window. I've shared one number. Please note that.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Our number ki meer call cheyandi. And
Definitely.
at this point of time, I must say that we are associated with Gandhi Hospital also. బట్ దీనిలో ఏంటంటే మల్టీ ప్రాంగ్ అప్రోచ్ తీసుకోవాల్సి ఉంటది. ఇది సొల్యూషన్ అని ఉండదు. సో ఒకసారి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత బయటికి రావడం చాలా కష్టం. Because we have been interacting with all the organizations which are working on this. So the very first step is గాంధీ హాస్పిటల్ కి మనం కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాము. వాళ్ళు అక్కడ మెడికల్ ఇంటర్వెన్షన్ ద్వారా ఫస్ట్ అదొక కామ్ డౌన్ స్టేజ్ కి తీసుకొస్తారు వాళ్ళు. ఓకే, మెడిసిన్ అంటే ఆ క్రేవింగ్స్, ఆ సడన్ క్రేవింగ్స్, ఆ సడన్ యాంగర్, సడన్ అర్జ్ అనేది తక్కువ చేసే స్టేజ్ కి వాళ్ళు తీసుకొస్తారు. దాంతో పాటు మనం ఇప్పుడు డిస్కస్ చేసిన ఎంపవర్మెంట్ యాక్టివిటీస్ అన్ని కూడా పాటిస్తే మెడిటేషన్ కానీ, న్యాచురల్ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ కానీ, స్పోర్ట్స్, ఇంటెన్స్ స్పోర్ట్స్ యాక్టివిటీ, తర్వాత మంచి ఫ్రెండ్షిప్స్ ఆర్ ఎవరైనా రిలేషన్ కానీ, ఫ్రెండ్షిప్స్ కానీ, వాళ్ళ యొక్క సపోర్ట్ చాలా అవసరం. సో అలాంటిది. తర్వాత సైకాలజిస్ట్ హెల్ప్ కూడా అవసరం ఉంటుంది. సో మనం ఏంటంటే ఒక మల్టీ ప్రాంగ్ తీసుకోవాల్సి ఉంటుంది. సో ఫ్రెండ్స్ కూడా చాలా కీలకమైన పాత్ర ఉంది దీనిలో. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళ ఫ్రెండ్స్ తో ఏవైతే సపోర్ట్ ఉంటుందో రిలేషన్షిప్స్ లో, దాంతో ఈజీగా బయటకు రావడానికి ఒక మార్గం ఏర్పడుతుంది. బట్ ఐ మస్ట్ సే దట్ ఇట్స్ మల్టీ ప్రాంగ్డ్ అప్రోచ్. ఏ ఒక్క అప్రోచ్ పనిచేయదు దీనికి. అన్ని కలిపి డిఫరెంట్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఒక ఫార్ములా లాగా ఏముండదు. అంటే ఏంటంటే మేడం, ద పర్సన్ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ ద విల్. మనం ఫోర్స్ బయటకు తీసుకురావడం కష్టం. పర్సన్ షుడ్ దే షుడ్ కమ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. సో ఆ స్టేజ్ రాకముందే మనం బయటకు తీసుకురావాలి.
స్టూడెంట్స్ కూడా సార్, యాజ్ ఎ ఫ్యాకల్టీ యాక్చువల్గా స్టూడెంట్స్ కూడా ఉంటాయి, బట్ దే ఆర్ నాట్ ఓపెన్ అప్. I'm also trying counsel the students. Those are I'm observing something are irregular to college or something are shy to speak. They are also suffering from that. But in academics, we studied everything, what the drug work, everything. But what is the mindset of the student? How they are feeling? How to face all those? They don't include in the syllabus. That is the gap between the studies as well as the students.
ఇప్పుడు కాలేజెస్ కి కూడా అదే ఛాలెంజ్ మేడం. ఇప్పుడు ఎందుకంటే సిలబస్ కంప్లీట్ చేయాలని కాలేజ్ ప్రెషర్ ఉంటుంది. Whereas these are all extracurricular activities which don't give any marks. So student motivation takkundi. So that's why the national education policy on 21st there's a national seminar in which I am talking, giving suggestions, all these suggestions that all
definitely we include the meditation. Actually we are doing the artfulness meditation. My principal madam is the preceptor. Meanwhile, we are conducting some sessions also. We are planning every week for 1 year, every week 1 hour for the second years, third years, like that. We will give the counsel regarding anything, not only studies. We are planning for that in order to remove the student sufferings, everything. We also moving with them. We catch the problem, why they are not coming, why they are suffering, why they are not mingling with the others. Few students are there like that.
Very nice madam. ఆ ఇనిషియేటివ్, హ్యాండ్ హోల్డింగ్ అనేది తప్పకుండా అవసరం.
Exactly.
అంటే అందరినీ హ్యాండ్ హోల్డింగ్ చేస్తూ చాలా కేర్ఫుల్ గా అందరినీ ఎంపవర్మెంట్ యాక్టివిటీస్ లో ఎంగేజ్ చేయాలి. ఏదో ఒక రకం స్పోర్ట్స్ ఇస్ ద బెస్ట్. దే ఫర్గెట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఫర్ దట్ టైం. ఏ ప్రాబ్లం అయినా కానీ ఆ టైంలో మర్చిపోతారు. ఎనీ ఇంటెన్స్ స్పోర్ట్ యాక్టివిటీ. అదేవిధంగా మెడిటేషన్ అప్స్ అండ్ డౌన్స్ అప్పుడు స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ఇస్తుంది. లైఫ్ స్టైల్ చేంజెస్, న్యాచురల్ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ అన్నా కదా. ఈ స్లీప్ ఇష్యూస్, రాత్రులు మేలుకుండడము, మార్నింగ్ పడుకోవడం, లేట్గా లేవడం, దీంతో కూడా చాలా మైండ్ ఎఫెక్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. ఒక లో స్టేట్కి వెళ్తుంది. ఆ లో స్టేట్ నుండి హై రావడం,
మొబైల్ అడిక్షన్ ఆల్సో.
yes. సో ఎంపవర్మెంట్ టెక్నిక్స్ ఫాలో అవుతే బయటికి వస్తారు మేడం. ఆ డైరెక్షన్ లో వెళ్ళారు. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ దే ఫీల్ గుడ్ అబౌట్ దెమ్సెల్వ్స్. సో ఈ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ వేస్ ఆఫ్ గుడ్ ఫీలింగ్ గుడ్ అనేది పక్కన పెట్టేసే ఛాన్స్ పెరిగిపోతుంది. అండ్ మనం గుర్తించాలి కూడా. యాక్టివిటీస్ పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తే కూడా వాళ్ళని మనం గుర్తించాలి. వి షుడ్ గివ్ సర్టిఫికేట్, రికగ్నిషన్, సమ్ వే. So that will also encourage them. Identity అనేది ప్రతి ఒక్క యూత్ కి కావాలి. So right way of getting an identity is very important.
If any students are having the queries regarding this topic, you ask the questions now. So otherwise, discuss with the sir. And this is a good opportunity for us. So anyone is there? You have any queries? Second year students. Otherwise, you chart. Okay.
Yeah, chat window లో type చేసినా and I'll answer the question. అయితే ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఏ పేజ్కి అయితే వచ్చి లింక్ క్లిక్ చేశారో Dheerah.in లో ఒక పేజ్కి వెళ్ళారు కదా, వెబ్సైట్ లో ఒక పేజ్కి వెళ్ళి లింక్ క్లిక్ చేస్తే యూ ఓపెన్ ద జూమ్, రైట్? సో ఆన్ దట్ పేజ్ ఓన్లీ విల్ పుట్ ఆల్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, స్లోగన్స్ కానీ ఈ ర్యాలీస్ ఎట్లా కండక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి, ఏంటి, వాట్ టు డూ, వాట్ నాట్ టు డూ, ఆల్ దోస్ డీటెయిల్స్ అన్ని ఆ పేజ్ లో ఈ 1-2 days లో పోస్ట్ చేస్తాం.
Sir, you have given your number, right? In the chat box?
Yeah, I have given the Dheerah program number ఇచ్చాను.
Okay. So
నా నంబర్ కూడా ఉంది ఇక్కడ దాంట్లో.
even I've given my number on the screen along with my name. Whoever wants to share anything, like if you are addicted with anything, it can be anything. As your ma'am was, I really appreciate Kalyani ma'am for your initiative. You're doing excellent job, wonderful job actually. Because very few teachers are, really concerned about, out of the syllabus.
Yes, ma'am. That is very important, madam. In order to connect with the syllabus, first we will good. Wellness is very important.
Yes.
Exactly. That very few teachers and very few institutions are, understanding this point. So I wish everyone, if one person from each institute take this initiative, no, I think we'll have a wonderful future kids. So like all the participants, the students who are there in today's session, if you want to share anything in person, like maybe you are not able to share in the public, but sir has given the number, I have given my number. You are open to share whatever problem you are going through, whether it is a personal or whatever, it can be anything, it can be your phone, it can be your some food, like anything. With the stress, you eat too much also. So you want to come out of it, that also we will help you out. So please don't hesitate, take the advantage. You have all the expertise in the group. So you're most welcome to be part of this wonderful program. And you are the, game changer people, because you are the youngsters and you are the future generation. You have to protect yourself and the coming generations. So we are just trying to help you out, that's all.
Other college principals and teachers, if you have any suggestions, please come forward. Sunil, you are principal of Maggie High School.
Yes, sir. Actually, thank you so much for your support. So myself, I am K.R. Sunil. I'm working as a principal of Maggie High School, which is located in Nagani. So from our side, in our surroundings, I'm taking 6 to 9 plus students especially, because base level is very important to each and every student. We need to segregate them. We need to give some motivation, and we need to give some guidance from the both level onwards. Then only the child will be understand where we are. The second thing is, if you are providing these kind of motivation classes in each and every school and college, definitely we will get a good results also. And thank you so much for this kind of programs to us, sir. And I want to implement one more thing, sir. If it is better, definitely the teachers, those who are working in a classrooms, the principals and the management, they need to conduct these kind of programs with the parents also, because we need to motivate with the parents especially. Because the child is understanding each and everything, sir. They are in our hands from morning 9 o'clock to evening 4:30. So beyond the boundaries, the parents also, they need to concentrate on this side, sir. That only my suggestion. And from not only I got one suggestion from our beloved ones, and not only once in a week, sir. It is better to conduct a meditation program each and every day in the morning, starting sessions. At least 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it is better to conduct a meditation program in all institutions. And after that, end of the moment, while they are entering to the college or while they are leaving from the college, give some motivation tools and techniques also. It is my suggestion from our side.
Wonderful, sir.
Thank you.
And if possible, like whenever you have the parent orientation sessions, like yearly during the session begins, you take the parent orientation, right? So if you give us an opportunity, we would love to come and give the presentation.
Sure, madam. Sure. I'll share that information to you. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure. Thank you. Is there any more feedbacks? Or we can end the session here. And if anything, you have any doubts or you want to share anything, sir has already given number in the chat box. I have given my number on the screen. So you can take it and you can approach anytime. We are always here to help you. So we'll conclude the session for today.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for giving the beautiful insight of our program.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining. Looking forward to working with you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you all wonderful students who have patiently listened to sir. Hope you will all implement in your life and bring some changes in your lifestyles also. Thank you. So I think you can end the session here.
Yes.